What's up, guys? In this video, we are going to be talking about 7 different networks and the minimum requirements it takes to apply for the networks and to get into them. Now, there are a lot more than these networks. I'll go ahead and mention the ones I'm going to talk about. I'm going to be talking about Machinima, RPM, Maker, Union for Gamers, Yoush, TGN, and 8byte. Now, there are tons of different networks out there, probably like 30, 40, 50, but I could not find the minimum requirements for all the other networks. They weren't posted on their websites when I went to them, and I dug around and searched, and I could not find them. So these are the 7 networks that I could actually find the minimum requirements you need to apply, and I'm pretty sure these are the networks most people care about and are, if you're going to apply for a network, you'll probably apply to these because these are the most legit ones. But anyways, we'll be talking about Machinima first because they're the most prestigious. And to apply for Machinima, you need 100,000 total video views. Between all your videos, 100,000 views. You have to upload frequently, and you have to be at least 18 years old, unless you have a parent that can sign your contract. So that's the requirements for Machinima. And they require the most out of people, and it's obvious because they have they're the biggest network, so obviously they're going to require the most. And then RPM actually requires the least, and they require 84 views per day to apply to them. So if you're a really, really small channel and for some reason you want to get partnered really early, RPM's only 84 views per day. And I'm averaging over 1,000 views per day, so I know 84 views per day is not that hard to pull off. And then Maker is the same as RPM. They're both from Maker Studios, and they require only 84 views per day. So if RPM denies you, you can apply for Maker. I'm pretty sure they're about the same thing, but they have the same minimum requirements, 84 views. Next, we'll talk about Union for Gamers. Now, they require actually 1,000 subscribers. Now, I don't even have 1,000 subscribers, so that's a pretty big, minimum requirement. And you have to average 8,000 views per month. So the views isn't too hard, but to have 1,000 subs, that's pretty hard. So obviously Union for Gamers is one of those networks you would apply to after your first year contract ended with a different network. Because, generally you're going to get a partnership before you have 1,000 subs. So that's Union for Gamers. They're part of Curse Network. And then Yoush is the next one we'll talk about. They require 1,500 subscribers and 75,000 total video views. And so they're also like Union for Gamers. You typically apply for RPM or something with low requirements, wait out your first year with them, and then when your first year contract is over, you'd go to a bigger network like Yoush or Union for Gamers or even Machinima if you wanted to, have bragging rights and feel all prestigious and stuff like that. Now, TGN only requires 500 views, which I have twice that many views per day. But TGN requires 500 daily views, so if you're kind of a medium-sized channel, you could apply to them. And then last but not least, the channel I am partnered with, 8byte, they only take 20% of my earnings, which is actually really good because I believe RPM takes like 40%. And they only require 200 views daily. And I would recommend if you're averaging 200 views and you want a partnership, you should apply to 8byte. That's who I'm with. I've had no problems with them. They're a pretty epic network. And yeah, that's pretty much that. So pretty much I've just ran you through all the stats it takes to apply to networks. But one of the biggest things you need to do on your own, and you need to check whenever you get your contract and while you're reading it, don't join a network that takes more than 20% of your earnings. Because what is that network doing that makes it where they should have more than 20% of the money you earn? I don't know really how to explain it, but I'm pretty sure you can understand what I'm saying. If a network's asking for like 30% of your earnings, what are they doing for you that makes it that they can take 30% of your money when there are other networks that will only take 20 or 15%? So make sure whatever network you join, they only take 20 or 15%. If they take more than that, I would just say no, don't sign the contract, find a new network, because it's pointless. Unless they're really doing something and offering you something that's worth that extra 10%, I wouldn't, because you will regret it down the road, especially if you sign more than a 1-year contract. That would just suck, because then you're locked in. But hopefully I helped you guys. Hopefully you know what networks you can apply to and know what you should aim for before you apply to some networks. And that's pretty much that. I hope you enjoyed and maybe you learned something.